Stick Rick and Ronnie Hunter from 99.7 The Blitz with the one and only Dustin from Starset. Just finished their set on the Temple stage here at Sonic Temple 2024. And dude, we just talked to Jason and Keith from Breaking Benjamin, and they were like, yeah, I'm not going to say it's going to happen. It's not going to happen. I thought they were going to. I know, but I thought it was going to happen when they were on, and so you guys did Waiting for the Sky to Change. It was the first time you ever got to do it together.
That's true.
Okay, well, the second time has to be during their set.
Just like, do it again.
Do it again, man. Come on, run it back. Run it back for everybody that missed it.
That would be amazing, actually. Like, to hear the different tones, you know,
Yeah.
the Breaking Ben doing it with their instrumentation,
Right.
as opposed to ours. That would be sick.
So does that mean you're thinking about it?
Yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Hey, guys, we're going to do it, right?
Because we were talking to them while you were on stage, and then we ran out to catch the rest of your set, and he goes, "Fuck, they already did it!"
Oh, so bummed, man. I had no idea. I thought it was. They just made it sound like it was going to be the other way, but I guess that really didn't make sense. I should have realized that.
Well, it was funny because when we were setting up the interview with Ron, with you, and Breaking Benjamin, the guy, their manager, said, well, I'm going to be escorting Ben. And I was like, oh, escorting him, so he's going to do something else. And it didn't even register to me until he said that.
You had the clues.
Yeah. So you guys go back to how long? Because you started doing shows together, and you just started bonding, and then all of a sudden this creativity happened. Kind of give us the backstory of how that all kind of came about.
Yeah, before our first album came out, Transmissions, someone, a mutual friend, I don't know what inspired him to do it, but he sent Ben the album before it came out. And then Ben randomly texted me. I didn't know Ben at all. And he was saying how much he loved it. And, like, it was his favorite album. Like, he became a fan of Starset before, like, the record even came out, which blew my mind because I've always been a big fan of them. I've said this before, but some of my, like, even, you know, when you're like in high school learning how to write songs, like that was influenced by Breaking Benjamin. So having him text me blew my mind. That was like 2014. And then he said he wanted to take us on tour, and I was like, I was blown away, but I didn't know if it was going to happen. And then it did happen, and then we've been friends ever since, and we've done a bunch of tours.
That's awesome.
That's really neat.
That is so cool. So Adam stopped by and talked to me earlier out at our Blitz area out there, and he started talking about the progression of everything, and, you know, with the book and what was next. And I'm hearing, you're the good guys, the government's in control. And I'm like, when's the show? When's the movie or the TV series? Because this is awesome shit you guys are doing.
Well, thank you. Our tour that we just finished today is like the end of the run, but the headline tour we've been doing is sort of a celebration of the end of our lore. You know, we put a novel out that sort of explains it, and that's been going on for the last 2 albums. So that was a celebration of all of that. And there actually is kind of like a 40-minute video that goes on during it. And obviously we didn't do it today, but it was so successful that we're going to do another run of it in the fall.
Dude, I mean, the whole story, it could be like a Game of Thrones series. You know what I'm saying?
That would be sweet.
Talk to HBO. This has got to happen. I love it. I want to see this show.
And one of the things we really try to make sure is that if you just like a few songs from the radio, you're not like ostracized. You don't feel like it's not too nerdy for that. It's still a rock show.
Right.
You know, we try to thread that needle.
Yeah.
And in fact, the singles we're putting out now are non-lore. So this is the big nerdy moment, and now we're gonna just have sci-fi, dystopian, just vignettes. Every video is just that, and there's nothing overarching. Toning down the nerdiness for me.
Love it.
Brave New World is that beastie single that just came out. It is so fucking good.
Oh,
so sorry, YouTube. It is so good. It is
you.
so hard and crunchy and driven from you. I love it so much.
Heck yeah.
And I cannot wait to see it live because goosebumps, holy shit. So you just made an announcement on stage at Sonic Temple. Please share the details.
We are playing Kemba Live August 31st. Tickets go on sale, ? Very, very soon. And we're doing the immersion tour, and we're going to be playing that song for sure. And I wouldn't be surprised if there were other new songs out by then as well.
Hope so.
And that's going to be a part of the Blitz Fall Concert Series because it's on August 31st, so it's going to kick us off. And we're so happy to be able to do that and be a part of the show because you're our Columbus guys. We were trying to put some stuff together last year, and there's just so much going on.
Yep.
So when we heard about you being here, we're like, oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so great.
And we're pumped to be, doing a show with you guys again. It's going to be a blast. We've only ever headlined outside there once, and to be doing it with this crazy demonstration is going to be a lot of fun.
It's going to be fantastic.
How about the set today? Did you feel the hometown love?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. It just kept filling in. I was like, yes. This is
I mean, dude, you're in this black. You're still in what you were wearing on stage. You had to be on fire.
I was on fire, and there was a lot of fire as well.
Right.
So I was dying. But believe it or not, this is a toned-down version of what we typically wear. All
right.
The costumes during the tour are way crazier. I'm always like, too much fucking shit.
I have sweat dripping as we speak
I
into
know.
my eyeball, and you don't have any sweat on you at all.
Yeah, because this is just feels like AC compared to up there.
Oh, I can imagine, man. It must be like 115 on the stage.
When it takes off the pyro, it is. Takes your breath away.
Well, dude, I mean, we were down front for Falling in Reverse last night, and they had to cut the pyro because the drummer got burnt.
I was talking to Luke today.
Yeah.
I was like, dude, you okay? And he's sending me pictures of a melted light.
It was crazy, man.
Yeah.
But we got right up front for the show, and every time those flames went up, I mean, I was stepping backwards, holy shit, because we could feel it down front on the floor, and I'm like, I can't imagine what they feel up there.
Yeah, I was concerned, but I guess everything's okay. But I was like, okay, now we got to do that today.
When you guys were getting your show started, we could kind of see you taking the stage here. And I just gotten, right before you went on stage, I gotten a Sonic Temple app notification saying that the Starset and Breaking Benjamin shows feature a lot of pyrotechnics and a lot of loud booms. And I read it to them. I go, apparently you guys are going to have a lot of loud booms, a lot of pyrotechnics, and Starset are about to do the same thing. And they're like, and then we started talking about Falling in Reverse and the fire and the burning and everything. I was like, oh my God, please be careful. But, Dustin, you and I have gone back, and we used to judge local talent together and have drinks and talk. And it was interesting to learn about you through that time. And I remember you telling me that you used to write songs in your car. It never left my memory of you telling me how you tell the story, but I was like, God, he used to write these amazing songs in his car.
Yeah, and a lot of places. Back then, there was a long grind. And, I would sometimes, if I would get enough money for studio time, I would just park at a rest stop and work on songs there for the next day. But also, there was just a trick. Something about driving is one of my tricks for coming up with lyrics and sometimes melody. To this day, I'll go on long drives to do that. But also super long walks, hikes, the shower. And I ended up, buying a hot tub to simulate long showers as well. So whatever it takes to get the ideas flowing.
Yeah. I just always thought that was really interesting. And when Starset started to be created, I thought about that, and it's really neat to listen to the music that you've made and watch it become the visual too, which is really cool. And by the way, we got a hot tub a few years ago, and my husband says that does not count as a shower, and I'm like, kind of does.
The hell it doesn't.
Yeah, speaking of which, there was a hot tub at the hotel on this last tour, and I was like, oh, I got to work on this one song. So, bunch of crew in there. A couple hours later, I'll go in there. Nope, the band's in there. More crew people. By the end, I was like, it was open. I was like, I don't want to get in that soup.
Right. Oh, who wants to do that? Hey, listen, something I love to ask musicians is if you could share the stage with any music artist in history, dead or alive, who would it be? Do you have one?
So immediately, opportunist in me is is trying to optimize between biggest crowd and style of music that would work to where we could make more fans. It's not really as impassioned. I'm always just goal driven to try to make this band bigger, So, crap. There's Muse would I think be a good one. Bring Me the Horizon would be very
my God,
cool.
I love that. I love that.
some of these newer bands I've been fans of since they were like Sleep Token's a great example. I love them. They had like 23,000 fans, and I was like sharing them with everybody. I was like,
oh, so you're the one who did this. You did this.
Well, I went from like, you got to check this out, They're so good. And then now they're massive, and I'm like, okay, they're a little too big. Let's pull it back. So,
I mean, we were just talking about this just a few minutes ago. They have blown up so huge overnight, and now we know why. It was you.
It was all you, Dustin.
I don't think so. But yeah, they're amazing.
So when you spend a lot of time traveling, and all the guys too, but you're from here. When you get back around and you're able to just chill in your home city, where do you go? What's like your first destination? Thurman Burger?
Yeah. Well, to be cliche, it'll be sleeping for like 16 hours.
Yep.
Oh, sure.
That's not cliche.
Yeah. And then, I love Thurman Burger, actually.
Yes.
You can't go wrong with that. The food here is surprisingly good for the size of the city. It's still maintained this sort of big city, but not too big thing. It's growing tons every year, so I'm always like, is it going to get too big? But so far, so good.
Well, we're one of the Columbus, Ohio is like one of the top 5 test markets in the entire country for restaurants and food and all that stuff. So we get to try everything.
I know. We're spoiled. So, but I like most parts of town, so it's hard to give an answer because it's always something different. So.
Yeah, I don't want people to like, oh, next time Dustin's in town, we got to go to blah, 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 and we got to stalk him.
Yeah, like there's a bar in
we
Nashville.
don't want all that.
Yeah, that happens in Nashville, and artists talk about, like, there was a very cool bar that everybody would hang out with, and then a lot of people talked about it, and so now it's like just a little too crazy.
Yeah.
But there's a new bar in Nashville I won't mention, where if you go in there, it's just friends every single time.
And everybody will know where you go, so just keep that on the lowdown.
Yeah, there is one bar that I'm going to save for myself. Yep.
I said lowdown. I think I meant down low.
No,
works.
Is it,
Who are you, Greg Fokker?
I don't know. I have dyslexia, and I'm not sure what sounded right. I don't know.
I think they both work.
Doesn't fucking matter. Okay, so we ask questions that just have nothing to do with music because we need to kind of just free our mind. So let's talk about dessert. I have asked this question many times. It seems to me that chocolate is a choice, but not everybody likes chocolate. Say you go to a restaurant, Dustin, and you decide to order a dessert. What is going to be what you're looking for?
Well, I'm going to kind of make it a little more, I'm going to pull it back one layer and just say that I rarely get dessert because I kind of just like the other dishes better. I get more of an appetizer instead of a dessert, which makes you think that I don't like sweets, but I do. So, but if I had to, it's definitely not like chocolate cake.
Okay.
I don't know. I usually eat too much food before dessert.
I do the same thing,
Yeah.
man. Yeah, I want the food, man.
Yeah.
Give me more steak.
Yeah.
You know?
So you could order it to go, which means
Okay.
no a la mode, but if you order it to go and eat it later.
Something that is probably atypical, something that sticks out as like, oh, this is interesting. Yeah, or just something gluttonous. I don't even know. It's always different. But I'm that is a weird thing that I don't ever get dessert.
Carrot cake?
Okay, so if you're asking my favorite desserts,
Yeah.
Yes.
I love carrot cake.
Really?
And red velvet cake.
Oh, red velvet's my
Those are
fave.
the two.
That's chocolate.
sure.
It tastes like chocolate.
Yeah, but then if you're like, what's your favorite cake? Then I'm ice cream cake. So it's those three. I think that's the 8-year-old in me. Yeah, DQ ice cream
Oh
cake.
man, just give me a whole tub of those little chocolate crunchies
steaks.
from the.
Yes, but you have to have the vanilla. So I eat the chocolate first because that's whatever, and then the mixture of that
crunchies,
stuff and
yeah.
the vanilla, and then the ice. The icing is magical.
Yeah,
on those.
yeah.
I don't even know.
I know we do this the same way. I love it.
I feel like I need to have some of that in my face right now. So, okay, here's a quick question for you. You are so multi-talented. I mean, there's so many things you're good at. But if there was something that you could instantly, in a second, be good at, a talent, a skill, that you don't have right now, what would it be?
Well, on a similar note to the dessert, it would be having more willpower. Every once in a while, I'll get on a train where I'm like really good with diet and exercise and good habitual things. But not falling off of that would be that's my.
It's
my new
hard,
thing.
man.
Yeah.
It is. It really is.
But
you know?
I have a new gusto. We'll see how long it lasts this year. But that's one for me. But when it comes to talents, art, drawing. So like I'm very visual, and I will come up with most of the visual aspects of this band, but I can't actually draw them in any way. I'm so bad at drawing. It's ridiculous.
Stick figures are acceptable.
Yeah, even when someone's like, hey, draw you as a stick figure, even that's terrible.
My arm is down by my penis. I don't know what's happening. Sorry.
Sometimes I'll bust that out. Like, oh, this is going to be a bad stick figure. I'll give it a dick.
Well, we're so happy to have you back home, and of course hitting Sonic Temple stage. Really great news coming up August 31st.
Yeah.
An evening with Starset, part of the Blitz concert series, which kicks into the fall. And tickets go on sale, I believe it's the 24th. Whatever
Okay.
that Friday is, because you guys are giving away tickets.
Well, that would be the upcoming Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, we are giving away before they go on sale tickets every
Sweet.
morning this
Yes,
week.
you are.
Yeah, so it's
there you go.
Friday the 24th. Dude, I can't wait for that show. That'll be awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Going to sell it out. Thanks again. This is day 3 with Dustin from Starset. Thanks to Ron, Adam, the guys, Starset. Thank you so much. They're probably not sweating in their suit like you are.
Nope.
They got smart, took all their shit off, and we're going to
Probably
let
had
you.
showers and everything.
We're going to go let you pee. Take that off, but take that off then pee.
No, I'm going to pee my pants. I'm excited.
Everybody's doing it, says Adam Sandler.
I got a spot for you in the pit for Pantera if you want to come on down on the floor.
Heck
Let's
yeah.
get into it.
All right. I'll save the pee for them.
Day 3 at Sonic Temple with your rock station, 99.7 The Blitz.